It's like falling in love. Like, that's the way I feel when I'm working on a song and I love it so much. I pour my love into it. So for some fuckery to happen at the end of the process, the very end, when I've done all that work and I want the world to hear it, I hate it.
Okay, I bring hit like a sun. I hit my girls for the motive. I see you in the corner. I think you should come over. We skip the first impressions. If the way this time neglected, the stars align that just shifted. If you wanna go, I'm ready.
I love this song. So the process of it's actually Maesu, who's an artist, singer, songwriter as well. He works a lot with Amare. I hope I'm pronouncing those names well. Even Maesu, I say Maesu. Maybe he wants me to say Maesu. I don't know. He's a fellow Virgo. I met him in LA. He's a very, very, very talented guy. He helped me work on other songs in the project. I was listening to some of his music, actually. And I loved a song that had a specific groove. And I told him, if you ever work on a song like that, please call your girl, because I'd love to have a song like that. A production, something in that sound. He's like, I got you. 4 months later or something, he calls me, yo, Shay, you remember when you told me this and that? I have something for you. It's called ROMEO JULIESHA. And it's written by me and Kari She's amazing too. I love her. Heard the demo. I'm like, oh, like, are you sure? Like, because it was a lot of people on the song originally, producers. I'm not used to work like that. As you might know by now, episode 3, I moved those things on my own. It's rare that anybody comes to me with a song and I like it or I even use it. When he sent me that, I was overly excited. Loved it. And I contacted everyone to make sure everyone was on board, was happy with me having my hands on the song. Because something I hate, and I try to protect myself from that as an artist, is working on something and for whatever political reasons later it doesn't come out. It's really heartbreaking for an artist, and it can be avoided. It's like falling in love. Like, you see all those things and you're like, oh yeah, we're gonna be happy, and you start like, that's the way I feel when I'm working on a song and I love it so much. I pour my love into it. So for some fuckery to happen at the end of the process, the very end, when I've done all that work and I want the world to hear it, I hate it. What I did is, first I recorded it. Maesu had helped me with the direction on the vocal production, which was fun. I usually do it all on my own. For the tone, I'm like, da, 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 da. It was very playful. I was able to have my funnier side come across through the art, through the glam and the sensuality, which is a sweet spot, but it's hard to find. And that's what I love about that song. And the groove is insane. Every day I see choreographers working to that one and posting every other day. So I'm like, okay, I'm not crazy. I heard the same thing as you guys. So the bridge was different. I wrote the bridge. Maesu kept some of his vocal in there. I asked him to add, just for the bass, for the l'équilibre, the balance of it all. So you can hear his voice on it in the background. It's a little Pharrell-esque, I would say. It's produced by Maxwell and Vianey. It's a lot of people. If you look at the credits, it's the song that has the most people on it. Because what I did once I received the song is that I recorded it, first of all. Then I changed the bridge completely. It's a whole different bridge. The drums were different. And that was a nightmare for me to fix, because it was my first time having to step up as an artist producer and try to talk to producers and tell them what I was trying to do sonically in the production. And I never do that. Usually I do vocal production. That's my thing. Being an artist producer is when you direct, or like you have your hands on, but like on the production side. And I don't have the vocabulary. I don't even know what's a kick. I don't know. So they were laughing at me trying to describe stuff. And it was hard. So I called Maesu and I'm like, I've been working with few producers. The drums are not going hard enough. It's too smooth. Something is too smooth or filtered. I don't know. It's weird. I think it could be a louder, more in your face type of song. And I think it comes from the drums. Maesu is better than me at that. He helped me communicate that to the producers better, which was very helpful. And I was able to get this sound I wanted out of it. And I added the guitar too, so I had to contact other producers I had worked with that knew someone to do some sort of Spanish guitar, but a little extra, a little too much, because I had this thing. It's just a whole musical, that song in my mind, so I wanted it to be very extra, very dramatic. I learned how to be an artist producer for the first time, and I still have a long way to go. But it's often how it works, you know. Again, I have a vision, and I try to resolve all those mini problems in my mind, or come and create that vision. And depending on the song, how it happens, I end up developing different skills because I'm just trying to make that happen. So if it means I have to find someone to play the guitar and tell that person asking for all the files and the stems to change that later, that's what I do. You know, that's how I have to do, and I end up learning that way. So I'm very grateful to everyone for not making the process more difficult, because there's a lot of people on that song. It was very empowering working this way, and I'm very grateful, and it's one of my favorite songs ever, and I hope I will write more songs like that, because the tone of it is very interesting. It's fun to perform on stage, for example.